All right. All right, this is a special meeting of the Board of Trustees. We start all our meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance, so if you'd please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mrs. Price, would you call the roll, please?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman. Here. Mr. DeLauro.
Here.
Mr. Caudle.
Here.
Mr. Spickert.
Here. All right, the intent of this meeting was for a public hearing. Resident Michelle Moyer of 1192 West Parkway, Akron, Ohio, is recommending replacing existing text in Article 13, Section 1305, 1307, and 1310 with amendment to text that better clarifies the existing text regarding pole signs and abandoned signs, which would be listed as Exhibit A. Also attached to Summit County Planning Commission's approval. There's no one here to speak on that, so I move to adopt the Springfield Township Zoning Commission recommendations of replacing existing text in Article 13, Section 1305, 1307, and 1310 with amended text that better clarifies the existing text regarding pole signs and abandoned signs.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro.
Yes.
Mr. Caudle.
No. No. I'd like to give just a brief explanation. You know, I think the sign ordinance here, we just need to take our time with it, kind of go through it and make it correct, you know, for everyone. This kind of try to get pushed through, you know, before I took office. And, you know, I just think we need to make it right for the citizens and the businesses here in Springfield.
Didn't I do roll call?
Yes.
I
we're
did
good.
roll call.
You did roll.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I move to dispense with reading the minutes and approve the minutes to date.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro.
Yes.
Mr. Caudle.
Yes.
I move to approve payment of bills and payroll as prepared by the fiscal officer, subject to audit.
Yes, or second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro.
Yes.
Mr.
Caudill, yes.
Caudle.
All right. I move to authorize Harps Becker LLC to file a complaint on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Springfield Township with the assistance of the Summit County Prosecutor against Akron Hotel Suites LLC based upon the conditions and operations of the property located at 2939 Arlington Road, Akron, Ohio 44319, operating as the Red Roof Inn. From Summit County, Mr. Golonsky, would you like to
Yes,
address this?
thank you, Chair. So we are here again. We were here a couple years ago as it related to the Quality Inn, which is located pretty close to this hotel.
Yes.
I think Walmart's the only thing in between. So it's a similar type of pattern. I think in the last 3 years, there were 900 calls to your EMS, to your police, and that's just extraordinary. It's abhorrent. So your chief has tried to reach out to the hotel, and he has got no response. So I think we're left with a situation where we have to proceed to court. And I think Elliot wanted to.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elliot Kolkovich. I'm the county prosecutor. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. Really just want to thank you for allowing us to work with you on this matter. I've been county prosecutor now for just about 6 weeks, but during my time as a criminal prosecutor, I got to meet a lot of the wonderful people here in Springfield, especially the officers, handle a few cases and come out here for meetings. So really just want to say we're happy to work with you however we can to help take care of this. Thanks, John.
Thank you. And
Any questions? Or?
no, I'd just like to say we really appreciate your assistance in this. I know the call volume has really been taxing on our safety services, and they need to spend time with our residents instead of just dealing with that problem over there. I believe Mrs. Chapman has a statement as well.
We really appreciate the assistance of the prosecutor's office in bringing this action. We have for a number of years had a great deal of concern about the conditions and activities occurring at this particular property, which is known in the community as the Red Roof Inn. In our view, it constitutes a public nuisance and has been a substantial drain on the resources of our police and fire departments. So we have finally determined that action needs to be done to abate this nuisance, and we appreciate your assistance.
Mr. Caudell, do you have any?
Just, I'm glad you're in office now, and welcome. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Nice meeting you guys.
All right, then, Mrs. Price, roll call, please.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
I
And I
didn't have
guess
a
we didn't get a
second.
second. I kind of jumped the gun.
Oh, sorry.
Would anyone like
Second.
to second my
Shelley
motion?
did.
I would second that.
All right, Mr. Connell, second. We still all say yes.
Okay.
And I move to approve the attached resolution for payment of legal services rendered by Harps Becker LLC in the amount of $2,150.30.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
I move to approve the annual payment to the Summit County Public Health Department for stormwater service fees in the amount of $4,250.27. This to be paid from Fund 1,110,500.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
I move to approve payment to Sedgwick in the amount of $7,320, and this to be paid from Fund Line 1,110,230 in the amount of $1,098. Fund Line 2031-330-230 in the amount of $658.80. Fund Line 2081-210-230 in the amount of $2,415.60. And Fund Line 2191-230-230 in the amount of $3,147.60. This is for our third-party administration services for workers' compensation.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
And I move to approve the payment for legal services rendered by Robert Constant in the amount of $4,500, and this to be paid from Fund Line 1,110,311,1009. This is for the first 3 months of 2024.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
No.
All right. For the zoning department, the board has received a report from the zoning administrator regarding conditions of refuse, junk, and other debris on the property of 2635 Maslin Road, which is parcel 51-00160. Proper multiple notices have been given to the property owner under Springfield's nuisance property standards and procedures to clean up, remove, or otherwise abate the condition, but the nuisance remains. Pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 505.87, I move to declare the conditions of 2635 Maslin Road, also known as parcel 51-00160, to be a nuisance property. That an order be issued to the property owner to abate the nuisances by removal of all items detailed on the zoning administrator's report by June 1st, 2024. Failing that, this board shall act to abate the nuisances by removing the refuse, junk, and debris, with the total cost incurred for the abatement to be certified to the Summit County fiscal officer as a lien upon the parcel. It should be noted that the board met with the homeowner prior to the meeting, and they do want to get their property cleaned up, so we'll allow them the time till June 1st, and then we'll see how the matter looks at that time.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
Well, time for public comments. Mr. Lissick, do you have anything to add?
Just ran an amazing meeting and
Thank you. We'll note that, make sure that's noted. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Do any of my colleagues have any announcements they would like to make?
Yes, I'll read something from the Spectrum Community Channel. The Spectrum Community Channel 1023, Springfield and Lakemore Community Channel 1023, is proud to serve our communities by providing access to local government meetings and programming and information of community events. Tune in to Spectrum Channel 1023 for recent programming. To view the current program schedule, tune into the channel or go online to springfieldtownship.us or our Facebook page. Community members and accesses all current and past programming on demand by our YouTube channel. Find it by searching Springfield Lakemore Community Channel. More community information is available from us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and our blog. Oh, so we've got a new blog, that's cool. Please let us know of an event or activity in the Lakemore and Springfield communities that you would like to see on the community channel by contacting your government officials. Please let us know how we could best serve you. Thanks to the trustees for help and support in giving these announcements and promoting the community channel. Thank you, Frank, Jim, Dan, and Carolyn. The following programs are currently running on the channel showing the date they took place. Spirit Spark-tacular Showcase Part 1 and 2 on 2/24. Springfield High School and Junior High Winter Choir Concert on 2/27. The Springfield Local School Special Board of Education Financial Meeting on March 4th, and the Village of Lakemore Council Meeting on March 4th. I also have a sheet here that gives a lot of different programming, and I'm going to give this to our administrator to get on our Facebook page so you guys take a picture of it and you can check out everything that's going to be on there. There's a lot of good stuff on here.
All right. Anything further? Nothing? Mrs. Grow, you have anything over there? No? No, okay. All right, well, hearing nothing, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
Finally picked a good meeting to come to.